first watch. We got a jam-packed show today. So let's just get started. So first, I wanted to quickly just talk about the movie that my last guest, Shani, recommended that I watch, which was The Cube. I did watch it. It actually was a direct-to-TV movie, a sci-fi sort of movie where 6 people are trying to escape from a cube, imagine. And honestly, not that bad for an early 2000s movie. Although I felt like they should have known that the cubes were moving the entire time, which they didn't know. But yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I don't think it was on the level of Sunshine, which is the last movie we watched, but I enjoyed it nonetheless. So thank you, Shani, for recommending that movie. Next, I'm going to introduce my next guest here. So, ladies and gentlemen, my next guest has been a good friend of mine for over 10 years. Not only have we worked together, but we've stalked each other. We've stalked each other mutually on more than one occasion. And I just want to add that the new shower set that you bought is kind of hideous. I think you should go back to the last one. It's my next guest, everybody. It's Alexis Pena, everybody. Too much cheering. That's enough. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good, thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
How can I not? I've been stalking you like my entire life almost.
I knew it. I saw the flashes.
I told myself to not use the infrared camera because you might see it, but that's just a joke we have, guys. I don't actually stalk her. It just goes back to our Microsoft days of kind of just bullshitting on the job and just having fun while we're just standing for hours waiting for people to come in.
People watching.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Getting paid to play the Xbox.
Oh man, I think one time I got like a secret shopper review, and they told me I did a bad job.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I forget who told. I think Andrea told me. She said you got a secret shopper review, and I was like, oh, who was it? And I mean, they didn't tell me obviously, but I was like, I wonder what game I was playing because they probably just walked up to me. They're like, oh, this looks fun. I'm just like, yeah, it is. I'm just like not giving them anything.
Dude didn't pay attention to me once.
I'm like, why don't you go play on the other side with Alexis? She's doing Just Dance.
Slap the controller out of my hand.
Yeah, but that's pretty much the shenanigans that we're up to. We worked at Microsoft for like a year, or I worked at Microsoft for like a year and a half or so. We had a lot of fun at the Springs Preserve. That was really so much fun with that training and stuff like that. And we kind of just been friends since. We saw a few movies together, Jersey Boys, and was it Dawn? Was it Dawn of the Planet of the Apes?
I think it was.
Yeah. We saw those 2 movies. Jersey Boys. I haven't watched it since.
Same. I'll see it on, and I'm like, I already watched that one.
I'm like, I don't know. I wasn't even into the Jersey Boys. I don't even know why we went to go see that.
I know.
Such a random movie for us to be seeing. Like, I don't know if the Jersey Boys originally recorded those songs. I think Clint Eastwood may have like directed it or something like that. Why did we go see that?
I have no idea.
It's such a weird movie.
Super random, I know, right?
It's a weird movie for us to try to be seeing together. Let me see when the movie came out actually, because I'm kind of curious to see. Jersey Boys. That was 2014. It doesn't say the release date. Let me see the actual release date. It must have been like nothing out then for us to have.
Or sold out.
June 20th, a blockbuster. What? Listen, I couldn't tell you what the movie was about. I remember maybe 2 songs, and I remember this gesture. I remember doing this a lot. I don't remember what the movie was about. I can't even remember.
Goodness.
But I remember Planet of the Apes being pretty good. I think is that the do you know which one we saw? Was it the first one? I think it was the first one.
I think it was the first one.
Yeah, because I remember seeing James Franco and going, James Franco. And then at the end of the movie, they kind of show you how the virus or whatever takes off. I remember that being very shocking. because I had never seen any of I hadn't seen the one with Mark Wahlberg or like the older one. So
Yeah.
I remember that being pretty fun. Okay. All right. So on this show, we like to break the ice with just a cute game. So what I literally just asked you to do 10 minutes ago, because I don't remember if I asked you to do it via text, but so here's the game. You have two movie posters. We're going to go through each movie poster one at a time. You're going to describe it to me, and I'm going to try to guess what it is. Maybe I should give myself a timer. Make it exciting. Let's see here. Timer. No, stopwatch. No, timer. Let's do 1 minute. I think I can do it in 1 minute. No pressure on you. Okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. 1 minute starts now. Go.
Okay. It's in the sky.
Okay. They're in the sky?
It's an object.
What's an object? It's an object in the sky. Okay.
Yes.
What color is it?
White and red.
It's just is there any faces on the poster?
No faces, just an object.
White and red.
There's wording. The wording's in red.
And it's looking at the sky?
It's in the sky.
The wording is in the sky.
And the object. The object is something that you would find in the sky.
What, like the sun?
No.
Okay. Okay. So is there any background to it? Like, are there any houses? It's just red and white in the sky?
Just a blue sky with some clouds. This object that is.
Oh my God, that was fast. No. Okay, I'm not tired of myself anymore. I have to figure this out. Hold on. So that 1 minute went by like nothing.
I know.
I blinked. It was 10 seconds.
Well, and I don't think I'm very good at describing. So.
Okay. So it's red, and so it's red lettering in the sky.
Mm-hmm. The object's in the sky.
The object is in this. Well, what's the object? Is it going to be too obvious? Is it what, like a spaceship?
If I tell you what the object is, that's the title of the movie.
Oh. Is it a recent movie?
No. I mean, they recently did a reboot or like a remake of it.
Was it? Is it it?
No.
Oh. Is it a horror movie?
It's a comedy.
That's a comedy.
Yeah.
Red lettering in the sky. A comedy. Ghostbusters?
No.
Wait. So wait, it's a comedy about the sky? Did someone die?
No, the object that's in the sky is like what it's about, and it's also the title of the movie.
Oh. Is it circular? Is it a circular object?
I would say more like a tube, I guess.
A tube?
Tube-ish. Obtuse.
A tube-ish. Cylindrical.
Yeah, there you go. And it's also bent, like
bent,
like a pretzel.
What?
Yes.
And this is something that you would naturally see in the sky.
Yes.
So like a bird.
Not. I mean,
a plane. Oh, it's airplane.
Yeah,
oh my God. Oh my goodness. That was so hard. Why was that so difficult? Oh, okay. Yeah. Because it's okay. Why didn't I guess airplane? I'm like going all around all these things.
Everything except.
Yeah. I'm like the sun. I'm thinking like certain objects. Like what else is in the sky? Birds. I was thinking horror. Maybe that's where my mind was. Okay, airplane. I've seen that movie. Very funny. I love. Did they do a reboot of that recently?
Yeah.
When?
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet. Well, it's out on. It's streaming now, so I think it's available on. Oh crap! I think it might have been Amazon because I don't have Amazon. I canceled that.
Check you out.
But I think it's on Amazon. It might be on something different.
Airplane
Could be wrong.
reboot.
But yeah, Liam Neeson.
Oh wow, you're right. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm looking at it now. 2025.
That's the only. I'm a Liam Neeson fan, so that's the only reason why I know about it. And I mean, plus Airplane's like classic. Airplane's classic. So
No, I really do enjoy that movie. I went to oh, Tom Arnold's in it. I like that guy. He's Tom Arnold. This guy, he's the guy from he was in Austin Powers.
Oh,
And he's
yeah,
like
yeah,
he's the guy on the toilet telling he's like show that turd who's boss. Who does number 2 work for?
it's sad they don't make movies like that anymore.
No, they do honestly because I love Leslie Nielsen. Leslie Nielsen is great. And I went to go see the reboot of The Naked Gun not too long ago with Liam Neeson and Pam Anderson. She was really good. Step up to the mic for me real quick. Let me see if I can maybe increase your. Oh, is that my mic? Say something.
I didn't get to see that one.
Okay. That movie might be on HBO. I think you'll like it. It's real slapstick. I took my brother and my wife to see it, and they hated it.
What?
They don't get it. They don't get it, and that's not their fault. It's mine for thinking that they would get it.
Funny enough, I just resubscribed to HBO because of the movie you recommended.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay. We'll get to the movie at the towards like the 30-minute mark or so. But yeah, I'm really glad that you picked that movie because I'm a big fan of like those slapstick comedies. They're bringing back the scary movie series again. Can't wait to see that.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to your second movie. It's and the Naked Gun reboot is on Paramount Plus.
Oh.
If anybody's wondering. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, the next one, it's horror.
Okay.
Sheesh. I guess you can say it's like a blue and black background.
Okay.
With like some bright lighting. It's a person.
Was it Scream?
No.
Dang.
It's an older movie.
How old? Well, don't tell me how old it is. Just describe it real quick. What's on it? Are there people's faces? Is it a?
So it's an individual. It's a thing. Oh God.
No, I'm just gonna try to adjust it to.
No,
to
I
get
literally
to your,
just said the title.
the thing.
It's a thing.
Have you seen the thing?
Nobody take me on a game show.
right. Yo, I have such a bad job. I do such a poor job of that. Like sometimes I'll live stream on TikTok, and I'm playing Hangman with like movie titles, and sometimes I'm like literally just like putting the name up there, and I'm like, God, it's not that. I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm like, dude, wake up. Have you seen the thing?
Yeah, I've watched it once. And
I was gonna recommend that movie too.
I don't know if I'm correct on it. I think they have like a remake of it, don't
they?
they?
Yeah, they did. So the one in 2011 was technically like a prequel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I was gonna recommend that movie. I'm almost sad I didn't. If you've only seen it once, maybe you don't remember much about it. But I was thinking of that movie because it's kind of like this. It's got some horror in it, but it's kind of psychological in a way, similar to this to the movie that we're going to be discussing today. So yeah, I thought that would be the thing. Okay, all right. Well, I thought that was a good one. That would have been good because I don't think I would have gotten that one in a minute anyway. I'm not bad with movie posters. I haven't seen a lot of things,
Yeah.
Okay, so obviously it's this is the October Halloween episode. So of course October equals horror. And when I sent you the questionnaire, or when I asked you to be on a podcast, you said you love horror. And some of your favorites I was very surprised by because I don't think I've seen a lot of these. You said The Fly. I've seen The Fly.
Yeah, that's such a good one.
I haven't seen Christine.
Oh, you got to watch that one. That one's a classic.
And then where I'm looking for your questionnaire. I had it up somewhere. There it goes. Um, you said Christine, The Fly, and there's one that Silence of the Lambs, and then you also said Basket Case and Witchboard. Now, I haven't heard. I haven't. The only three I've heard of. Oh wait, I've seen people under the stairs. Actually, never mind. I haven't heard of Basket Case and Witchboard, but I'm assuming these are these like '80s sort of classic horror movies in your opinion. Like what?
I think they fall. I have to double check, but I think they fall in that area because I mean I was born in '85, so they're older movies than me, but they're just like if you watch them now, like it's like oh, come on, dude, really? It's like, that's freaking scary to you, but I mean they're good though. It's like what I grew up on watching when I was a little kid. So, but Witchboard's like if you're into Ouija board stuff, that's kind of basically what it's about.
I've only seen Ouija boards in passing. I won't.
You won't watch those movies?
No, I mean not. You know what? I grew up in kind of a religious household, and
Same.
you know they like you put on anything that's got a witch in it, or like even a hint of magic, and it's just like you're going to hell.
Harry Potter was like the end of my life. My mom swore to God, me and my brother were going to hell.
I could not watch. I didn't watch the Harry Potter saga until like 2 years ago. That was like my first time seeing the whole thing. Yeah, I'm like, no way I was watching that. I remember when and this is like, I mean, I grew up. I think it was like in elementary or even junior high when that was like really becoming popular. So people were like reading the books and stuff like that. And they're like, have you seen it? I'm like, I'm lying. I'm like, oh yeah, Harry Potter. Yep. I've seen that.
Saying the wrong stuff.
They're like, what scene did you like? Or so I'm like, oh, you know that scene where they're going Harry Potter. I'm like, I love that movie. Yeah,
totally.
And what's even funnier is that when I was finishing up high school, my senior year, the Deathly Hallows Part 2 came out, and I went to go see it. But like I had no context.
No context.
I'm just like, what's
You're so
going
confused.
I'm like, okay, that's
like,
Harry.
You're asking questions like, damn, I should have brought this guy. Who invited him?
Right. Oh, you know what? Speaking of talking during movies, I remember when we first. Wait, no. When we would go to the movies, dude, I was not used to going to the movies with somebody who liked to talk during movies. And like right now, like back then, I was like, oh yeah, and then I'm just like, I'm staring at you from the side. But like now, I don't do anything but I mean, I don't like, I'm not chatting the entire movie, but like I'll say like little slick stuff like, oh my God, that was terrible, or like, come on, bro, like stuff like that. I think you started that change in me to like start commenting toward movies because like it makes it a little more fun, you know. Like being silent the whole time is a little weird. I don't think I've been silent during a movie in a long time, but like I think you started that, so I want to congratulate you on that. Let's give her a round of applause. You're influencing a generation here.
I may have started that, but you hate it. That was the end of our movie going. You swore I loved fucking Caesar. Oh, sorry. I don't know.
No,
if
you can curse. You can curse.
You swore I loved Caesar. First of all, the monkey.
Oh yeah,
and then you were like, Alexis, like, I didn't know you talked like that. Like, yeah, I don't think I could ever go to the movies with you again. I was so hurt because I was like, damn, bro. Like, I just said a couple of things. Like, that movie was intense.
Yeah, I just need to. I think I just need to, you know, take 10 years off, come back to it. We'll go see a movie soon. Actually, have you seen The Black Phone at all?
Oh, I know the second one's out now.
Hey, so have you seen it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Definitely.
You saw the second one?
Oh, no, not the second one.
We should go see
the first one, but I haven't watched the second one.
We should see the second one. I just watched the first one this Tuesday. It's really good.
Yeah.
Really good.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, we'll have to watch it. I think that'll be a good, because I'm not that guy. I think I was just being snooty. You know what I mean? Like, because I'm usually quiet in the movie theaters. I don't think I had been to the movie theaters with a lot of people, to be honest. Like, I mean, my family, a few friends and stuff like that. But like, Yeah, I'm not spoiling anyone else's time by talking in movies. I'm not like
Yeah.
talking during the whole thing or not paying attention. But like, if I see something funny, I'm gonna be like, what the fuck was that? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So let's go see a movie soon. Sure.
I still feel like I mean I might just as put that out there for all you guys. Okay, I'm not talking from like beginning to end. Okay, like I might point some stuff out. I might like
Yeah,
get
yeah.
excited.
People talk
You
during
know,
movies.
like I'm quiet for the most part. But if I
Yeah,
see something, I'll point it out. Like I
yeah.
don't, I'm not that person in the movie theater that you're like, damn, this bitch.
Yeah, you're
You're
not like going looking behind, saying like, "Shut up," you
throwing
know.
popcorn at me.
Yeah, yeah. Like we and it's respectful talking. You know, like I'm not chatting during the whole thing, but like there's something wild. Like when me and Jackie went to go see like Fast 10, there was this guy in front of us. He was like every scene, like every action packed moment was just like crazy. I'm like laughing at it because it's gotten so laughable, and this guy's just like, oh yeah, oh my god, and like we're not those people. We have etiquette, okay? Oh, funny. Speaking of etiquette, you have some children, right? Did you take them to go see the Minecraft movie?
No, actually, I waited till it was available on streaming.
Okay, thank
We do
God.
movie nights at home.
No, I
so-
get that. No, and good for you.
And plus, they're too little. Like my
Yeah.
son, oh my God, dude, bro, no, I would never do that to anybody. Like that boy is like fucking 6 kids in one. I'm pretty sure he has ADD. I don't know, but he's like all over the place. He has to touch everything. He has to speak to everybody. He's everyone's friend, and I'm just like, I can't unleash that to the public. So.
I feel like the Minecraft movie would have been the perfect environment. Did you see how like crazy it was getting during when it was out? Yeah, like so they were like there was this one part in the movie where like Jack Black would say like chicken jockey, and then like the whole crowd would erupt and throw popcorn and stuff like that.
Oh my
they
God.
had to put a PSA in the movie like right before it, like, hey guys, relax.
Oh really?
Yeah, like people. It was bad.
That's
it was
funny.
intense. Like some people were like getting kicked out, banned from theaters.
Oh my God.
They had like the movie theater manager come in and like, listen, we're not gonna have this shenanigans and stuff. It was insane. I didn't go obviously because I'm not watching Minecraft. That's not really for me. But
yeah.
I think your children would have enjoyed that environment. Maybe not you, but they would have enjoyed the environment. Maybe
My son, maybe my oldest, she's like a grandma in a kid's body. She
Really?
would have been like, can you guys shut the hell up so I can watch the movie in peace? Damn kids.
she's like watching Silence of the Lambs with you. Like, I
Oh,
really
yeah,
love
no,
the
she does.
context. And no, really,
She legit straight up, she's my horror baby. Like,
wow.
she will chill and watch movies with me. She's a huge Chucky fan. Like, she's into the Chucky movies. Ghostface, that's another one of her favorites.
Is she scared by any of this at all, or?
No, but when my mom comes around, because my mom's, so religious, so my mom just kind of like feeds into that, like, oh, my poor baby, like you're
my
trauma.
goodness.
And then, cause she's 4. So
Yeah.
she's like, oh no, my grandma's right. Like, I'm scared, mom. So like
Right,
then she
yeah,
plays the
yeah,
part
yeah.
and then she'll act like she's scared. And then my mom will leave and then she goes back to herself and then I'll be me and I'll be like, no, dude, like you totally threw me under the bus. Like you're on timeout from scary movies. You're so scared. So
She's like, let's watch Scream 6 tonight. Why not? That's so cool. I really appreciate that honestly because like I think horror movies get a bad rep for being like really scary, and they're not. I mean, they can scare you. Don't get me wrong. Like I was watching Scream by myself as a child, like kind of sneaking and watching it, and I'm like, I used to have a recurring nightmare where like Ghostface would like slaughter my family. No, it was intense. It was intense. But now since I like started the movie club and things like that, I'm like, oh, horror's not that bad. Like you can get a good story in with a good horror movie, and we got to kind of eliminate the stigma around it. Like it's a lot of fun, to be honest. Did when you were and to go back to your favorite movies really quick, did any of these movies scare you when you were a child? Like, I mean, Christine's about like a killer car. Like was that frightening to you or?
Christine wasn't. A witchboard, it did. It scared the shit out of me. There's just like one. Have you seen the on Oatmeal, the Oatmeal guy?
Quaker? The
yeah,
Quaker
the
oatmeal?
Quaker dude. Bro, there's a scene in Witchboard, and I was like, it jaded me. Like, I still to this day don't fuck with Quaker Oats
You know,
just because of that guy. Like, I can't do it. It freaks me out.
You see it. You see it at the grocery store. You slap it
that
off
shit.
the shelf.
Like, they'll be like, dude, every time she comes in, like, just keep her from that aisle.
You see a bowl of oatmeal and just start spazzing out. Like, ah!
It's just that one would scare me. Basket Case definitely would freak. I don't even know why I was watching that movie.
What is Basket Case about? Because like the only time I've ever heard Basket Case was in The Breakfast Club when it described that. That's the only time I've sort of heard that. What is it about?
She'll see. It's I mean it's kind of fuzzy to me because I haven't watched it since.
Mhm.
But it's a dude. I think he like moves to the city or something. It's like a mental movie. He starts to lose his mind, and I mean, there's like some perverted parts in there too. That's why I said I don't know why I was watching that movie as a kid. It's
You know why you were watching that movie as a kid.
My mom would kill me if she knew I was watching that. But
You got the channel set to last really quick. Like nothing. It's I'm watching
that's like my kids
TRL.
when they're on the iPad and they're watching the real YouTube, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" My son's like, "Nothing."
Nothing.
Like jumps real quick and like shoves the iPad behind his back. I'm like, bro, are you serious? Do I have to like uninstall
Is that
that?
Megan Thee Stallion again? You're too young, man.
But sheesh, dude. You know what? I got to rewatch that movie. I'm actually I'll probably do that after the pumpkin patch tonight. But what other ones were there? People Under the Stairs. That one would freak me out too. Like,
Yeah.
just solely because the tongue cutting part, like that like traumatized me. I was like, damn, dude, I wonder if people really treat their kids like this.
Yeah.
And then I mean, you know, a big part of that movie was like social disparities, like between like the class. So it was kind of like scary because it was like, dude, we really do have like poverty that happens and people that live in like poor ass things like that. And so, yeah, but that was a good movie, and it was really scary because, I mean, if you look at what goes on in today's world, there are really people that do stuff like that to their kids.
I remember there was a story recently where this lady and her man or whatever, like they just held these kids like chained up to a room, and like she was able to escape one day, and like luckily the kids were able to survive or whatever. But like that's still happening. Like it's not. That's not a figment of imagination. Like people are still going through that, and that's and good point. Like horror movies definitely do give like kind of social commentary on certain stuff that like people don't see. Like horror, some horror movies are just like jump scares and blood and guts and stuff like that. But like a lot of like you'll see a lot of horror movies lend themselves to tell really interesting stories through the lens of horror because. The reality is that it could happen, and it like what's one that scares me a lot? The Strangers. The Strangers is so freaky to me,
dude.
Like not even like it's not really a scary movie, but just the fact that like people have the free will to want to do that in a way, like I mean, obviously they're a little messed up to want to, but like. They're like, why are you doing this? And it was like, because you answered the door. What?
Yeah. Well, did you see like, okay, so they did like a remake of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then just recently in the news, they had those 3 clowns that showed up in, I want to say it was Kansas.
Really?
And yeah, it's like there's a viral video of the ring footage going around. They went and rang on the doorbell. The lady was like, what the hell? Like, it's 3 clowns. They're just standing there. And they have like a knife. Like I think one had like an axe, and I don't know what the other guy had. But they were out there for hours, just tormenting the lady. Like they broke down her fence.
Like in like just tormenting her house, not just like the neighbors.
Just her house. Yeah.
Wow.
It was crazy. And then it's crazy because it wasn't even like a rural home. Like strangers, they're out in the middle of the woods. You know, you're not how really you're gonna get caught. These 3 individuals were literally in a neighborhood. Like. Anybody could have called the cops, and they still didn't care.
You have to know your neighbor nowadays.
Yeah.
I kind of know my neighbors, but they wouldn't help me in that situation. Anywho, but that's really strange, man. Wow. I remember not even a while back there was like there was like just people dressed up as clowns just walking around. Not
Ew,
not like the
yeah.
strangers clown, but you remember that.
No, I
like
remember
just
that.
they were like just being creepy and
Like
stuff
all
like
over every city, they're just standing there walking around. Yeah, I remember that because I was like, bro, let one pop up and I'm gonna punch
that.
them.
Right.
Like you're just standing there, bro. What the hell? I'm not scared of
I'm
clowns.
walking in the other direction. As soon as I see a clown.
Not me. I'm talking shit. Like, bro, come on. How old are you?
Do you love the horror season? Do you go to any? Have you been to any haunted houses or like any mazes or anything like that? I've never done that myself.
Yeah, I definitely am that person that does all that stuff. I wish Vegas had more, but
Have you been to
it's
Fright
very
Dome?
limited. So there's people that love Fright Dome. The one year that me and my at that time boyfriend and my brother and his girl, we went. I think my sister and her dude went too.
Mm-hmm.
I was so fucking pissed. I was like, I wish I could get
It wasn't
a refund.
scary?
It was so stupid. I was
No.
like, are you kidding me? And I even told my brother because he was the one that wanted to go. He
Yeah.
swore up and down. It was like dope, blah, blah, blah. We get there and I'm just like, bro, this is so low class. Like, it's just like, I felt like it was like the carnival, just like they hired those people that put together the things. And it's just like poor acting. It was just,
they're not getting paid enough.
nothing was scary. It was all just
Nothing
kind of
was
like,
scary.
to me personally.
Yeah.
But I don't know, because like I have a coworker and she swears that Fright Dome is the shit. So I'm like, she like got mad at me when I told her like I hated it and I would never go back. Yeah.
Well, for those of you not Vegas locals, Fright Dome is basically Circus. They have the Adventure Dome, which is basically like a theme park indoors. And during the month of October, they turn it into a scary, thing, and it's called Fright Dome. So that's what that is. They actually also have that new Universal thing that's supposed to be scary. It's supposed to be year round, but I don't know. I've always thought about trying out to be like one of those scary people just because I'm a tall guy. I'm like, I wonder if I could like do something good with that, like use my height for something, maybe like a Michael Myers. I'm a little too chubby, maybe. They'd be like, "You're not scary," or I don't know. I'll think about it. Maybe I'll try it like on a whim if I have some time, like just try to pop in and do a couple. I've never actually been to a Fright Dome or like a maze. I don't like being lost. That's like one of my biggest fears, being lost. So I can't really do a maze, but maybe I'll do a Fright Dome. If you don't think it's that scary, then I probably won't think it's that scary either.
You probably could. They have these haunted houses. I think Vegas has like maybe 5, maybe 6. But there's these ones that are out over by, they're in Summerlin. We went and did the haunted house. They had like a warehouse and then a haunted house. We do the haunted house first. And you would hate this, dude. Like you walk in and the first stage room, it's like chairs lined up against the wall. So like you each sit in a chair. It's like lightning, thunder, like the lights flash on and off, and it goes pitch black.
Oh no.
And then seems like forever, but seconds go by, the lights come back on, and like, dude, like our uncle was missing.
What?
Yeah. So like he sat in the one chair that was like the trap chair. So like I guess it like when the lights
Scooby-Doo
went
shit?
out, it like spun around, and so he went behind the wall. And the chair came back out and it was blank. So like everyone was there except for our Theo. And I was like, we were like, dude, and I'm like so stoned. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like, we lost him. Like, we're like, I was literally ready to call it quits because like I didn't know it was a part of the thing.
Yeah.
So then they're like, don't get scared. Like you gotta find him. I'm like, what? How do we find him?
Oh no.
Yeah, dude. So we ended up finding him.
Did they make you split up?
Thankfully, no.
Oh,
it was just
God.
like some random part. Down a little bit. He's not away from you for that long.
Okay.
And it comes up and it's like some hidden door. My brother ended up finding it and he was back there and we were just like,
chilling.
dude, what happened? Like, did they violate you or something? Like, and he was like, I didn't think you guys were gonna find me.
He's just like trapped in a room.
He was all scared. He was
Oh
like,
my
dude, that was
gosh.
whack. He was like, don't ever do that to me again. And like,
It sounds
we
like
didn't
it
do
got him almost. Like, I mean, if you're saying don't ever do that to me, it sounds like you were pretty scared.
Yeah,
Probably
he
pooped
was.
your pants.
It was good. It was a good. That one was good. I mean, that part in particular. I can't remember the rest of it, but that stays with you because it's like it's
Yeah.
like the movies.
Yeah, like I mean, I don't like I've seen those so many times, and it's like if I get separated from a group in a haunted house, I'm panicking.
Yeah.
I might just go in a corner, get in a fetal position, and just call it a day. Okay. Now, you love horror. Is this your favorite time of the year at all? Like, do you enjoy the spookiness? Do you try to scare your kids? Do you do you lay out candy for trick or treaters? What do you do?
So my kids, yes, we love Halloween. My kids love it. It's their favorite. Then Christmas, of course, obviously.
Who doesn't love Christmas?
But I don't. I love the idea of Christmas, but Christmas itself, I hate it.
You hate wait. Or do you like the Grinch or something? Like you just
Yes, I absolutely am. Because it's just so, and I know everyone's gonna be like, so cliche, but it's so consumer based and everybody puts himself in debt.
Oh yeah.
You know,
it's America. That's America.
Yeah. So I hate, and then it's stressful, you know, and then it's like, I don't want like some of my family members at my house. Like, dude, be for real. I don't like you. Like, you know what I mean? And everyone's like, it's Christmas. Like, you got to love each other. And I'm like, bah humbug, bro. Get out. Like, catch me on Halloween. We could be friends then.
Right,
like,
right.
But no, yeah. So we love Halloween. Definitely the house on the street that like decorates. Like my kids love it. So the inside looks like you threw up Halloween
Pumpkins, webs.
I would pass out candy before I had kids. I definitely would pass out candy. Since I had my children though, I haven't because I take them trick or treating.
Yeah.
But this year I'm actually gonna get like a candy bowl and some candy. And try to have faith in the children to take two minimum.
Listen. That candy bowl, someone is gonna be greedy.
Oh, they do. They did to my sister. My sister
What?
did it. Yeah, at her house, she bought a house over there off of like Boulder and Trop area.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, like 2 years ago, or was it last year? She put out a candy bowl and a sign like take one, and she has a ring up. So like she's seeing it and like, yeah, you know, the kids are cool. They're taking two, you know,
Yeah.
and then here come, and the crazy thing is it's the kids that live across the street and they play with my nephews.
Wow.
Yeah. And they came and they read the sign and they were pretty much like, fuck that bitch. And they like pour all the candy in their things. Yeah,
Bold
dude.
move.
And then my sister got on the ring and she was like, really guys? And they just took off running. I was like, damn, bro, like there's other kids.
You just ruined the neighborhood.
And it was still early. It was still early.
Yeah.
So it's like for everyone else that comes out, you know, at the time where you should come out when it's like the sun's down, like those kids didn't get nothing from my sister's house.
Wow.
So we'll see how it goes with me, but
I blame capitalism, okay? The threat of capitalism is ruining this country, I tell you what. All right. Real quick, I just want to ask you one more question and we'll get into the movie. Do you have any horror movies that kind of just traumatize you? Like that just like kind of stick with you in the back of your mind other than, you know, like People Under the Stairs or like Witchboard?
So like on a personal level, I mean, Rosemary's Baby.
Oh.
But that's just because, like, as a woman, you know, I went through some miscarriages. So
Yeah.
that shit is creepy. It really is, though, because it's like, what the hell, dude? Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
And then, I mean, anything that has to do with kids, like, it messes with me now on a different level.
The Orphan and stuff like that.
For real, dude. No, The Omen, like, I swear my son, like, will freak me out sometimes. And I'll be like, okay, dude, like, get out of here. Like, nah, man, I'm not playing
Somehow
this
he's on
game.
the wall. He's like, he's on the ceiling.
It's the way he looks at you sometimes, dude. That's all it takes. I'm like, nah, but.
Like, there.
And then, what's The Exorcist? That's always the classic. It's
I
not
still haven't
necessarily.
seen The Exorcist, man.
Are you serious?
Listen, I'm behind.
Man.
Don't give me. Listen, I mean,
Don't watch the reboot or the remakes. Like, watch the classic.
Yeah, like I mean, anybody, any Black or Latino person, who's grown up with religious parents, which is basically everybody, you're not watching The Exorcist.
That's true. Yeah.
On your own, like, and even the scary movies that like my aunt would like have us watch, we were watching like Possessions. Are you crazy? Dude, I was so timid. I've never even done Bloody Mary in the mirror.
Oh, really?
You know what I mean? I've never done that. Like,
not even Candyman.
You know what I mean? Like, there's a level of superstition that I'm not willing to cross. Because one time I do it, and then now I got a scar on my face. Now I'm dead.
My mom used to say, like, you're opening doors.
Yeah,
you know?
man.
So like, okay, I grew up the same way. My mom's super religious. Like, dude, she like burned our Harry Potter book. Like my brother and I
Whoa.
smuggled it. Like we hid it, brought it home, we shared it.
He
She,
smuggled it.
yeah, dude, she found it, burned that shit. She was like,
Which one was it?
"You will not be allowing spirits." It was the first one. Like we were so behind on everything,
Wow.
you know, because we couldn't watch it.
Yeah, yeah.
You're not gonna be bringing that stuff, that witchcraft, in my house. And I'm like, bro, it's not like. So I mean, I grew up the same way. So me being able to see what I've seen, it was more like when I was at my friend's house.
Yeah.
My one of my aunts, we were really close in age. I think she's like 4 years older than me,
Yeah.
maybe less. So I spent a lot of time at my grandma's house. And then my grandma and my grandpa, like they're workers. My grandpa owned businesses, so like we were home alone a lot.
Yeah.
So I was able to like watch movies with her. Because yeah, definitely no, my mom would not. She would not tolerate any of that. We couldn't even, dude. I couldn't even dress up for Halloween.
Dude, I've never dressed up for Halloween, and every it's so funny every year since I'm like, oh, I'm gonna dress up this year, and it just comes around.
You
I was like,
don't?
nah,
So you've never ever dressed up for
I've
Halloween?
never dressed.
Ever?
No, actually, I lied. I did dress up once.
Didn't you dress up for John's Halloween?
Yeah,
party?
I did. Yeah.
There you
Because
go.
my ex, she did makeup, so she like applied like a little blood or whatever. So once, I guess. Okay, you got me. I do want to dress up
You
again.
got to do
though.
it again, though.
Yeah,
Like,
I want to do some. Actually, twice. Dude, I'm like remembering my own memories. I dressed up as some guy from Men in Black like 3 years ago at work, but I didn't like go out or anything.
Yeah,
but
it was
still.
just like a work thing.
Yeah, and that's so funny that you kind of. I know this is not really movie related, but that you bring up that your aunt is close to you in age, because that's how one of my aunts is with me. Like I have an aunt that's 9 years older than me, and I have an aunt that's a year older than me, and we grew up the same way. Where I'm just at my grandma's house like every weekend.
Yeah.
We're watching like we watch like Urban Legend. That's where I got like traumatized from watching
movie.
Final Destination 2.
I love
Like,
those too.
oh man, like I was so afraid of my bathroom for a while because of like that guy getting like hung in the bathroom in the water. Like I'm like the water's trying to kill
real
me.
things that can happen
man.
in real life.
Anywho, I'm tied in with the trauma. Okay. All right, so we're around the 40-minute mark or so. So let's get into the movie that we actually had you watch, and it was a movie that I actually watched early this year with my movie club. It was Invasion of the Body Snatchers, released in 1970. I want to say 78, and directed by Robert Kaufman. This stars Donald Sutherland, a very young Donald Sutherland.
I know.
A very young Jeff Goldblum as well. That guy was like skin and bones almost.
I know.
I saw him with his shirt off. I was like, oh my God, someone get that man a burger. But yeah, this is the movie we decided to watch. The reason I picked the movie, listen, I do this questionnaire and I'm supposed to be gleaning insights from it, but it's like it's not helping me somehow. Like I don't know what's going on, but like I'm like looking at it, I'm like, okay, what does that mean? So I'm trying my hardest. I mean, this is only episode 9 of the show, so hopefully as we continue, I'll get better at trying to match movies, and hopefully once we get done walking through this movie, we hopefully figure out if this movie was a match for you or not. Okay, so the movie, and also spoilers, we are going to discuss this movie. I mean, the movie is like basically 50 years old. So if you haven't seen it, please go watch it. It's on HBO Max. But we're going to spoil the hell out of it. So please, you've been warned. I wish I had like a warning button, like a siren or something. That'd be nice. Anywho, so basically, it starts with this outer space shot. There's like this clear, wavy stuff. Looks like phytoplankton or something. I don't know. It looks like some photosynthesis.
Yeah.
It looks like something weird. They zoom into Earth or whatever. It lands on a plant, and then it starts growing or whatever. And from then on out, it's pretty much not chaos. It's kind of like it's very slow chaos. But basically, we get introduced to this lady. Her name is Liz. She sees this cool looking flower on a plant. She takes it home with her. We're introduced to her man. I think his name was Dennis. I don't remember what her man's name was, but she's introduced to her man or whatever. And she's like, oh, I've never seen this plant before. And then after that, we're introduced to Donald Sutherland's character, Matt, who plays a health inspector. I thought that was kind of funny.
Oh, he leaned into that so much.
Yeah, he was very serious, very serious about his job, which I appreciate, honestly, because we need health inspectors, honestly. Like, people would serve you, raw beef patties if they could, honestly, just to get a buck out of you. So appreciate him taking his job seriously. He goes to this French restaurant, inspecting the joint or whatever, and they're making some type of beef brain dish, disgusting. And he finds a rat turd in it.
Caper.
No, that's a caper, man. That's a caper. That's the blackest caper I've ever seen in my life. I'm like, honestly, that was definitely a turd. And I don't even like capers, so I know what a caper looks like. That was not a caper.
I was gonna say, I don't really have many capers in my lifetime, so I would have stood out of that argument.
He's like, well, eat it then. I'm like,
I love that.
That
That's
was
a
the perfect
quick way.
Yeah. Like, if it's not, then eat it. He's like, okay, you got me.
Shut it down real quick.
Exactly. So from there, it pretty much is just showing you like the normal life in San Francisco. I also want to say that back during that scene where Liz is picking up that flower, I didn't notice this on my first watch, but there's a teacher who has a bunch of kids, and she tells her kids to pick up these flowers, which will come into play later in the movie. But I was like, oh my God, it's like starting. It starts so quick,
so fast. But
what I really like about it is that it doesn't start like, it's not like a regular invasion movie where, they announce their presence and you kind of get a chance to fight back in a way. Like, it's so quick that and so quiet that by time you knew, it's pretty much too late. Okay. So the newspaper guy, or Matt, he finds the poop caper, and the chefs throw like some type of thing at his car. He's got like a cracked window for the entirety of the movie, which he never gets fixed.
They threw like a bottle.
Yeah, like what are the chefs bad at? It's not. It's really the manager's fault. Like, did the rat poop in it? Like, I just want to know how it got in there, honestly. Because, like, did they poop in the capers and then he added it to the capers? Did the rat just sit over the pot?
I think I took it as more so they were pissed off at how much of an asshole he was coming across as.
Bro, you're not pooping your food.
And then he's just like, what was he looking at? I think it was like the ice or something, one of the machines. And he was like scooping it out and pouring it out, scooping out, pouring it out, and like watching it. And then he's like, you charge too much for this shit. I'm like, damn, bro, like, take it down a notch.
Listen, I get it. You gotta run a business here, but like, my health should be taken very seriously.
True.
Have you seen like some of the ice vending machines at some dude?
I can't.
Dog. I thought I was getting no ice for sure, just so I could get more volume, and they wouldn't they wouldn't skip me on like drink. But now I'm almost never gonna get ice in a drink. It's that bad. So anywho, they go back to Liz. She's at home. They're about to fall asleep. And Liz's boyfriend has the plant in a little glass. He sits it on his desk. Nothing crazy's happening. They zoom in on it. They go to sleep. They wake up, and the boyfriend is dressed in a suit. He's like sweeping up some broken glass.
I think it was the plant.
Yeah, it's definitely the plant. It's definitely the plant.
I was like, where did it go?
Yeah, and that was suspicious off the rip. Liz is talking to him. His name is Jeff. It's not Dennis. I think I thought his name was Dennis because he's a dentist. but his name is Jeff. Jeff and Jeff is kind of like an a-hole that they kind of make him out to be. He like watches sports. He's like, he's looking forward to the Warriors game and stuff like that. And at home, he's not. And also the technology, he had like headphones into his TV. I say, what the hell?
Yeah.
I'm like, I've never. I didn't know you guys kind of had that kind of technology. Excuse me. I'm like, is that Bluetooth? What is that? Anywho, so it's kind of a hard movie to describe because like nothing is kind of happening. Like it's just everyday life. Liz is trying to talk to Jeff about the glass spilling over. He's like, oh, I just knocked something over. And he's wearing a full suit. And she's like, oh, is everything okay? And he's kind of like silent. He's just like taking the trash out to this, directly to the trash guy, dumps it in, and he just goes about his day. And she's like, okay, well, that's weird. And then we find out that Liz and Matt both work at the San Francisco Health Department. And they're kind of just chilling, not really doing much. And fast forward to kind of like later in the day, Liz is now trying to make up with Jeff. Like Jeff is acting a little weird. She's not sure like what's happening or anything like that. And Jeff just isn't budging. He's not like well, obviously something's wrong, but like he's he's acting not like himself. And so Liz becomes real suspicious of that. Liz calls Matt and they're like talking about it. He's like, okay, this psychologist is in town. Why don't we go see him a little later? That's another story. But then they happen to have dinner together, which was weird, I guess, because I guess Jeff was oh no, that's what happened. So Jeff was he had a late meeting, like at 8 p.m. meeting. He gets into a station wagon with like 6 people, and he's like, oh, that's weird. And so Matt and Liz go have dinner together, and Matt is throwing out all these sort of, maybe he's a Republican, or maybe he's gay, or maybe he just there's 1,000 different reasons, and this guy's like, he's really dirty macking. I think he's trying to he's like, if you were with me, I wouldn't treat you like that sort of thing. Is that the kind of vibe you got from that? Because that's what I was getting.
I guess, yeah, you can tell there was feelings there. I mean, even like down the road, it was suggested. So yeah, that whole scene was really weird to me.
Yeah,
it was really cringe.
I'm like, okay, is this how they did it in the 70s? He was like, yeah, this, don't. If you want to leave, you can. You can stay here, bunk with me. I'll give you some space. Anywho, Matt was acting real weird. I was like, bro, this is... Anywho, so they have their dinner. Let's see. I'm looking at my notes to see where am I? Meets with Liz. Oh yeah, so they want them to see this famous psychiatrist. He's written a few books or whatever, and to see if they can help with the problem that she's having with Jeff. They're driving down the road, and a man is basically. Oh wait, I skipped a part. So Matt goes to the dry cleaner, and I just watched this movie yesterday. I can't believe it's like blanking on me like so easily. But Matt goes to the dry cleaner. He's getting a few shirts clean. And shout out to dry cleaners. We need more dry cleaners. I feel like I don't see enough dry cleaners anymore. So he's getting his shirt clean or whatever, and one of the owner's wife or husband is like, hey, you're a doctor, right? He's like, no, I'm a health inspector. I work for the city. He's like, something's wrong with my wife, man. He's like, well, what's wrong? He's like, that's not my wife.
Yeah,
it's like, her. Well, like, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean it's not my wife? He's like, that's not my wife. That's all he could say. He's like, okay, well,
she's not right.
Yeah, right. She's not right. So they So they eventually he leaves the eye doctor place, or not the, why am I saying eye doctor? I have an eye symbol here. That's why. What am I talking about? So he leaves the dry cleaner and he steps out, and then you keep throughout the movie you keep seeing these garbage men just like they're everywhere. They're just removing like these. It looks like giant hairballs almost, like gray giant hairballs, and you just keep seeing this throughout the movie, and so that just becomes more and more suspicious to you. And then eventually they're riding in the car, and this man approaches Matt and Liz while they're in the car, telling you, "Hey, they're coming. You got to get out of here. Save yourself." Stuff like that, and he runs away, and then you hear this nasty screech, but it's kind of it's in a distance almost, so you don't really hear it. And then he runs, and he's followed by like 12 people, and you think that they're running away from something on your first watch, but now you can tell they were chasing them. The guy gets hit by a car and dies, apparently. And just ordinary life in San Francisco, I guess. Lots of hits and runs and stuff like that. So anywho, later they go to that bookstore. I just want to make this clear that I'm just showing you all the weird stuff that's happening. You really have to see this movie because you can't really describe, like, it's so subtle that it doesn't really look off, but it is off. You know what I mean? Like, if you were just walking around outside and saw a garbage man like picking up trash, like, you'd be like, oh, nothing of it. But like, it's just like these little subtle things. Anywho, so Matt and Liz go to this book signing. Leonard Nimoy, Spock, is playing the book. I was watching it yesterday, and Jackie was like, "Is that Spock?"
That's what I said too. I was like, "What the hell?"
I'm like, "Yes, that is Spock."
And of course, he would be a psychiatrist.
Yeah. It makes perfect sense. So they're at the bookstore. That's where we get introduced to Jeff Goldblum's character, Jack, and Nancy. Jack is I don't know what he does for a living. I'm guessing he must also be an author of some sort.
Yeah, he's a writer.
Yeah, but
he also owns that mud bath shop with his wife.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he's like a psychiatrist as well, because like he seems to hate Kibner for like not he doesn't like his book, but like I'm not sure if he's a psychiatrist or maybe he's mad because he can't write a full book or something like that. He said it takes him like 6 months to put like one word on a page. Anywho,
I took it like he is a writer and he just doesn't like what he puts out because he puts it out so often. Every 6 months he comes out with a book, and it takes me a week to put a sentence down. So I'm a huge Jeff Goldblum fan. I love him. His acting, I think he's a very handsome man.
Yes, he's. I love it. I love his mannerisms. He's got great mannerisms.
But I could genuinely say that his character in this movie annoyed the shit out of me.
Really?
But I did, however, love and found it hilarious his interaction with the lady there. And he was she's like, well, it takes me a week to put. It takes me 6 months to put a sentence down on paper. Well, why does it take you so long? It's just words. Well, because I pick each word individually. What's so hard about that? Who's even asking you? Right. Was I even talking to you? Like, nice. Like, a nice way to just shut her down because you feel kind of dumb.
Right. Like, come on, Jeff. But so they're at this bookstore and they're just mingling and stuff like that. And you hear this lady saying, "That's not my husband. That's not my husband." And the psychiatrist is trying to, or Kibner, I should say, is trying to basically, he's gaslighting her, really.
Yeah.
Hardcore. Hardcore. Like, you think it's not your husband because, maybe you haven't been connecting with him and stuff like that. And to find out, he's like, yeah, you're tripping. You're a woman. You don't know what's happening or whatever. And Liz overhears this, and she believes that she's going through the same thing that this lady is, like Jeff is acting strange. Your man is acting strange. Something's off, man. So, um, you know, they interact a little bit. He says Liz tells that lady to call her. But it's pretty much a wrap for her after that. Like, we don't actually see what happens to that lady, but we can all assume that she gets taken or whatever. And then after that, Kibner has a one-on-one session with Liz. They walk outside the store and they want to know, like, hey, this might be happening. This might be why you think Jeff is behaving this way. And Kibner asks like a really interesting question along the lines of maybe you just don't love him or whatever. And she like kind of thinks about it for a second. And she's like, nah, that ain't it. But I think that was kind of it was funny because I think Kibner was kind of hinting to something like, yeah, I don't like him, but like I know that that's still not him.
Mm-hmm.
So Matt takes Liz home, and Jack goes to his mud bath. And this is where things start to get a little freaky, okay? So Matt runs this mud bath with Nancy. People are just sitting in mud, I guess. I mean, I want to try this, honestly. I've never been to a mud bath, but it looks soothing. And there's one guy in there who's reading a book, and he makes this comment about a book that he should have read or that Nancy should read. I think it's like something like When Worlds Collide, I think he said it was, which is kind of funny that he would be reading a book about that when, anywho. She walks that guy out because they're about to close. And this is a part of the subtlety that we're talking about with this movie. There's one scene right as she's walking this customer out, she says, "And thanks for that plant that you gave me." Dun, dun, dun. And we can all guess what that plant was. So Jack is furious about Kibner still. Like it's probably been like an hour or something like that. He's like, okay, I'm going to go for a steam. And Liz, they show Liz is also taking a nap. So Nancy is shutting down the shop, doing closing time. She sees sort of like a white sheet over a body, almost looking like it's like a morgue almost, like or something like that. And she pulls the thing back, and it's just a body covered in, what would you say? What would you call it? Like veins?
It looked like mold.
Yeah. It did look like mold. Yeah, it looked moldy or something like that. And it was absolutely freaky. And so she calls in Jack. Jack looks at it. Oh, that's freaky or whatever. And then Jack calls Matt. And they all look at the body, and it looks like Jack a little bit. They're like, okay, well, what's that about? And then Matt decides to call Liz for some reason. Like, the man's in love, okay? The heart wants what it wants. So he decides to call Matt, and not the police, which, okay. And Matt calls Liz, and Liz picks up the phone. She's kind of in this like twilight, dreary state. She's in bed, but she doesn't say anything. He's like, Liz, are you there? Blah, blah, blah. And this is where you really get the sense that things are off with Jeff. He picks up the phone. He doesn't say anything. He just has it in his hand, just staring off in the distance. And he knows something. Matt knows something is wrong at that point. He runs over to Liz. And they don't do anything with the body. I think Jack decides to call Kibner at this point, or maybe Matt decides to call Kibner. And from there, Nancy goes to check the body again, and it opens his eyes. Freaky. That was really freaky. And Nancy goes to get Jack, tries to tell him to wake up because he was sleeping, apparently. And they go to look at the body, and then these little hairs start to go towards Jack's hand. Oh, something about this movie's special effects is very freaky to me. Did you find the special effects like convincing or anything like that, at least for the time that it was shot or anything like that?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like I was looking at it, and it just, it wasn't it wasn't like
Cheesy.
yeah, like
Cheap.
everything I saw was like I was wincing almost. Like it was really nasty.
Yeah.
So anywho, Matt does his lover boy thing. He goes to break into Liz's house to go grab her. He gets away with it. They go back to Jack's place. Kibner is there with Jack and Nancy. Kibner sees no body. And then apparently the body ran away or something. But Nancy sees that a window was open. And then there's that trash can again. It's like the I don't know if it obviously can't be the same garbage man, but there's another garbage truck like crushing garbage. And I wanted to get your take on what you think happened. Do you think the body itself just got up and left, or do you think like Kibner like removed the body? Because I'm not sure like what they're alluding to there.
I think he got rid of it. That's what I felt.
Yeah, like maybe he like opened the window, like grabbed it, and then like
Had those guys in the dumpster.
Oh yeah, maybe he had the garbage people kind of like. Yeah, I think that works. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Because I'm like, I don't think it got up and walked away because it wasn't like fully formed enough to do that.
Yeah.
So okay, that makes sense. So everybody goes back to Jack's place. Matt tries to report a body. He tries to report. Oh, I forgot to mention that. Liz, when Matt goes to kidnap Liz, he sees a naked body in like this makeshift green room that Liz has in her house, which was kind of sick, honestly. I don't think I've ever seen like this. She had like a botanical garden in like the corner of her room, and it also had like a door to it, which was pretty sick. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
It was nice.
It was nice. Might have to try to get that done myself. I don't really have a house with a lot of light in it. So anyway, that's besides the point. So Matt calls the police to try to report a body. They go back to the house, and I guess Jeff assembles some pots and
oh yeah.
he assembled some pots to make it look like it was a body. He doesn't want to press charges. Kibner talks down the cop from saying, "Listen, I know what's going on with this man. He's a little crazy. He's a little delusional." And then they just kind of move on. But later they go to Matt's place and they give the impression that they've been up all night trying to convince Kibner that these bodies are real. They're not just making it up, and that they need to do something, but they're not really sure what to do. Matt and Kibner have a private conversation out on like the balcony or whatever. Matt knows that Kibner has a connection to like the attorney general or something like that, like some type of general in the army, which I think is kind of weird that he would have that kind of connection. If anything, I feel like Matt would have that connection since he's in the government, but maybe he's like a Dr. Phil type and he's like, performing hypnotist things to people. Anywho, he says, yeah, I'll call him. Wink, wink, basically. And then we follow Kibner out of Matt's house, and lo and behold, he's in a car with Jeff and I think the husband from that book signing.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, they're on to us, basically. So they lock up the house, and this is where stuff really starts to get freaky. Now, Matt locks up the house. He's basically taking watch out in his yard, and everybody is basically going to sleep. Jack is with Nancy. Liz is sleeping in the bed. And I also forgot to mention that Kibner gave her a sleeping pill because he wants her. we basically figure out at this point that Kibner's in on the action. Like he's one of them, and I wonder how long he's been one of them. It feels like he's almost been one of them from the start because he's been kind of gaslighting everybody into thinking that nothing's happening, but he must have been one of the very first to go. Like maybe even that night, because like those kids were picking the plants, so maybe one of those kids was next to him. And anywho, so So Matt is laying in this Adirondack chair, chilling, just enjoying the San Francisco breeze or whatever. And you see, they show you like this shot of his hand, and then these veins start to go up towards his hand. There's these giant pods that look like gourds almost. Like what type of vegetable would you say that is? Like a kumquat? It looks like a squash.
I think you're good with the first one.
Yeah, kumquat. It looks like a gourd or something like that. And this plant, it basically transfers your DNA, I guess, or your likeness through the veins, and it starts to birth you. And oh my goodness, the way this thing bloomed was so disgusting. It looked like I hate to get graphic. It looked like an uncircumcised penis almost. I'm not gonna joke with you. It looked nasty. So it blooms, and it blooms out like it has like veins on it, and it's starting to birth. It's starting to birth Matt. It's starting to create. There's 4 different gourds in this yard. So it also reminded me of Little Shop of Horrors almost a little bit. It kind of looked like that, but they start to morph or birth or clone the people that are in the house. They basically have to wake everybody up. Nancy luckily wakes everybody up, and now they're on the run. Okay, they're trying to call the police. The police are like, "We'll be right there, mister." He's like, "I never gave you my name. Who is this?" Well, obviously they're in on it, so they have to run. And before they run, Matt decides to kill his clone, and that was really graphic.
Yeah.
Like, I was not expecting them to show the face so bloody, but like that impact was insane. Anywho, so they're running along. They basically realize that they're trapped. Jack decides to play, knight in shining armor, and decides to sacrifice himself. Like, come get me. But then Nancy, instead of Nancy being safe and being smart, she runs with Jack. She's like, wait for me. In that situation, right? You're cornered. Your man says, "Okay, I'm going to sacrifice myself." Do you run with him? Maybe you do you want to just call it quits together? What do you do in that situation?
Oh, I have no idea. If I had my kids, I'd probably stay back.
Yeah. If you have the kids, obviously, protect the kids.
If it was just me, I'd probably go with them.
And that's funny. You don't see a lot of kids being morphed in this movie either.
No, but they do show one scene where like they have the school buses going into that movie theater, and they're like, "It's too early to take a nap." So,
oh my God,
it just kind of like alluded to the fact that they were just like setting the kids up. So,
dude, and you know what else I wonder. It takes place in San Francisco, but maybe it didn't start in San Francisco, because like I imagine that it just. I mean, at least how it looks like it lands in San Francisco, but maybe it's spread more outside of that. But the movie is really good at kind of just making you feel paranoid. Matt tries to contact, the army and stuff like that. But like everybody is kind of in on it. They're like, yeah, just keep it on the low, like don't tell anybody about this. You're going to create mass hysteria. And, So yeah, Jack and Nancy, they run off. So now it's just Matt and Liz. They're just walking around trying to blend in. They're not doing a very good job because people find them. But they get in a cab and try to go to the airport. The cabbie says, Route 61, type H, which I'm assuming to mean type human. And they're taking them to the airport. And there's like this checkpoint, I guess, where the police and stuff are. They slip out the back. They're still running. They decide to go back to the health department, I guess, because I mean, where else are you gonna go? I guess they hide there, and they've been hiding for a while. And they look out the window. They see that they're starting to hand out these gourds en masse, almost. So every it almost looks like like you ever seen New Jack City where he's just like handing out turkeys and stuff like that? It kind of gave me that same feeling where he's like, turkeys for everybody, So they're handing out these gourds to everybody, and they're like, how are we going to stop them? And he's like, we'll stop them somehow. and they somehow they find out that that they're in the building. Kibner and Jack appear. Jack has turned into one of them, and and Jack or Kibner gives some type of sedative to Liz and Matt, even though they're already on like speed or something like that. They're really drugged up.
Yeah.
They're taking all sorts of drugs. They basically escape. They put Kibner in this deep freezer. They kill Jack with some darts. And they try to run out the building. They run into Nancy. Nancy isn't one of them yet. And she's like, oh, me and Jack got separated. I'm so glad you guys are alive. And Jack or Matt is like, okay, let's just get out of here. He's like, we should maybe go upstairs to look for Jack, huh?
He's like, no.
And he doesn't even say that he killed him. He's just like,
let's just keep.
Yeah, let's just keep. We're gonna get out of this, okay? No further mention of that. And they start to get in line for these gourds, and Nancy says that you can kind of, you can trick them if you just act normal, show no emotion. And so that's what they're trying to do. They're in line to get these gourds. But one of these homeless men that Matt knew, he had a dog. And this part was really, really unsettling, to be honest with you. They're in line, and this dog comes up with the face of the homeless man. Was that freaky to you or what?
No, that was so weird.
It made my nose itch. Like when stuff is really freaky to me, like it makes my nose itch for some reason. So I thought that was really nasty. And obviously Liz and Matt freak out. So they run off. Nancy is still by herself. I guess Nancy is just like, seen those before, been there, done that. So we lose track of Nancy. And then Matt and Liz run for it. They basically run to the docks, and they see that these aliens have basically started they started cultivating these gourds. They've got like Walmart level production going on, where they just got like factories and factories of this stuff going on. And so they're trying to escape. Liz is still wearing heels.
I know, it's crazy.
I was like, you picked the wrong outfit. First of all, and I guess you didn't maybe know you were gonna run, but like, I know they got sneakers back then. Get some Converse, maybe a flat, but that's neither here nor there.
She did good though.
Yeah, she did good for the most part. They did well. She hurts her ankle. They're basically sitting in this tall grass, and Matt hears this horn from this large like shipping boat. He says, we're going to get out of here. I'm going to go see if we can get on this boat. But then he notices that the boat is actually lifting up large gourds, which means that everyone on the boat is a part of this alien faction as well. He goes back to Liz. She fell asleep. Oh no. She fell asleep, and then her naked double is just it looks like, it reminds me of like how Superman would have been found, almost like just in a field of grass, kind of naked or whatever.
If you watched Cocoon,
yeah,
it's the birth of those.
Oh, you know what? I just saw Cocoon. I've never seen Cocoon, but I did just see that yesterday. I was thinking about watching it. Anywho, I think it's free on YouTube if anyone wants to watch it. So yeah, she's just birthed out there. She's like, they're right. It was painless. Just come with me. And right before that, right before we actually see the clone or the alien clone, Matt is holding Liz's lifeless body or whatever, and it starts to like wither away, and the face kind of like collapses a little bit. Oh my goodness, that really creeped me out. Like,
that was well done.
I don't know how and that's what I'm so shocked by. I just don't know how they kind of made that happen. Anywho, so Matt basically decides to get revenge because they killed this lady, and now that Jeff was like taken out of the picture, he was like, "This is us. Like we're locked in." Basically.
Well, yeah, they professed their love.
Yeah, they did profess their love. Workers turn lovers. Who hasn't seen that before? And so, and that's why you have to work out for work husbands and wives. Let that be a lesson to you. Oh, he just brings me, a coffee every morning with the, with a donut,
The
nothing crazy.
croissant.
Yeah, with a croissant. He makes it special for me. Anywho, so he decides to go on a rampage. He starts burning all of their crops, and he hides away underneath this thing. Some guy with a flashlight finds him, and we're not sure what happens because like a flashlight hits the screen, and then it's the next day, or what we'd assume to be the next day. Everything's looking normal. Matt is clipping out news headlines again. They're all back at work. He's walking very emotionless with everyone else. It's pretty quiet and stuff like that. And now he's at the Capitol building for San Francisco. He's just walking around, and there's these trees in the background. Or did you think those were like alien trees? Because I couldn't determine if those trees were like Earth trees or not. They looked weird.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't think I really paid close attention to that.
Yeah, it was freaky.
Yeah,
It was some freaky looking trees. I don't know. You'll watch it. So he's walking, just doing his thing, and Nancy sees Matt. He's like, we got away, or whatever. And then he does this shriek, which means that Matt has been taken. Roll credits. That is the entirety of, or some of the highlights, I would say, of, why do I want to call it Night of the Living Dead for some reason? Invasion of the Body Snatchers. So yeah, I really wanted to choose this movie because like it's really cerebral. It doesn't have a lot of gore, not a lot of jump scares, but a lot of the stuff in the movie gives you this uneasy feeling because you start to see a lot of the same things play out a lot. There's like this one jump scare that's not even, I don't even think you would even call it a jump scare, where Liz is trying to make up with Jeff, but it like pans over and his face is like dead or something like that. And then you see a lot of creepy scenes with like Matt's hiding in the closet and his face is like illuminated in a creepy way. It's just a lot of little stuff in the background. It's just like, something's not right, but you just can't put your finger on it. All right. So before we get into what you thought about the movie, we have to ask, and I don't have a drum roll button, but would you say that you love this movie on first watch?
I wouldn't say I loved it.
Oh no! Hold on, what's the walk button?
But I didn't hate it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I guess I would say I don't know how to put it into words. It's like for me personally, it was like an obvious doomsday, but I was like, there was certain things where I was just like when they went to the health center and they were gonna test out the flower, and I'm just like, bro, why would you ask for permission? Like, you're a freaking employee there. Like, just do it. You know what I mean?
Like you've been late a lot,
like,
Liz.
Yeah, you've been late and you're behind on your work, so I'll do it for you. Like, obviously he's one of them, dude. Come on. Yeah.
Oh, that's another thing I want to talk to you about. Is like, I think they were just a little too trusting. a lot of the things in this movie, like he's calling the cops way too much. Like,
I know.
Obviously a white man, right? Like, I wouldn't be calling the cops.
Right.
He's like, you did this. I'm like, huh? I called you, bro. Like, help.
Do your job, man.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't have been calling the cops. I probably would have just tried to get away. I don't know. Like, what do you do in that situation? You feel like something's not right. A lot of like your coworkers aren't acting the way they normally do. Maybe the person that you see at Dutch Bros who normally gets your coffee isn't interacting with you. Then maybe that's how, right? Because like Dutch Bros is pretty famous for like being very interactive with their customers. If you went to Dutch Bros and they weren't interactive with you, would you find that strange? Would you go like, oh, okay,
no,
something's happening?
I would just be like, you're having a shit day.
Oh yeah, and see, and that's what I mean. It's just like those little things that don't really get to you. So you didn't like the fact that they were just too trusting in the movie.
Well, I mean that, and I felt like, the correlation could have been made sooner between the flower and what's going on.
Yeah.
That came like so later on in the movie, and I'm like, bro, that was like the first thing that was missing when your boyfriend woke up and he was cleaning up the glass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like for me personally, it should have been like, oh, he knocked over the flower
Yeah,
pot.
you gotta be like,
He's
hey, did you see
cleaning it
that
up.
flower that I had on your desk the other
Yeah,
day?
and now he's being weird.
Yeah.
And where's the flower
Yeah,
at? Like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, and then a lot of it felt hectic.
Yeah.
A lot of the banter between the characters, like I said, I'm a Jeff Goldblum fan, but I really despise his character in this movie because, like, you know, like Matt calls the cops at the book signing, and then Jack walks up and he's just like talking to him, like, "Hey, dude, what's up?" Like, blah 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 blah. And he's trying to talk to the cops, and I'm like, "Bro, shut up!" Like, I can't hear. If it wasn't for the captions, like, God bless captions, like, I would not have been able to follow any of that stuff.
Yeah, I have to watch a movie with captions, to be honest. Like, especially if they're like English speaking, like British English. I'm like, what? I have a bad time with that. But no, okay. That I'm like, I'm not upset because like I thought this would be just like an interesting movie to watch. So, okay. That's okay. I'm not gonna cry. I promise.
Oh, and what was the thing with the eyes, bro? At the dinner, like,
yeah.
it's like, if you're not crazy if you could still do the thing with your eyes. Like, bro, is that
how did he do that?
Is that exciting you? Like, that would have freaked me out if a broad did that at dinner. I'd be like, get away from me, you witch.
They're very freaky. They're very freaky. They've definitely had like those moments where they thought about it, but they're like, we work together and we don't.
The whole dinner scene was just cringe.
Yeah, it's a strange movie, but
and her laugh. How she does the eye thing, and then she's like, I was like, dude. Like, his character, he really went for the weirdo in that one.
It was a cool movie though. I'm glad you enjoyed it. At least.
Yeah, like, I mean, don't get me wrong, it was an interesting movie. A lot of the stuff happened like behind the scenes. It wasn't like something that played out necessarily in front. So it was just kind of like, okay. And then I don't know, I felt like the foreshadowing kind of threw me off a little bit. Like in the opening scene with the kids and the flowers, they zoomed in on the preacher on the swing. And I'm like, bro, like, okay. And I thought he was going to be like some pivotal, like important character. Like maybe he was going to have like the antidote for it or something. And
you just never saw him again.
And then you never saw him again. I was like, why'd you do that?
You know what? That scene, I wondered.
And it was weird. It was uncomfortable. It was unsettling because, I mean, personally for me, the correlation between like a pastor and little children, like, get away from them, you little pervert. But
he was also just swinging. Like, I've never seen
staring at the kids.
Yeah.
So for me, I kind of felt like after watching it, because I watched it twice. After watching it through the first time, and then I gave it a day or two, and then I watched it through the second time, and I'm like watching them like zoom in on him. I'm like, okay, so like maybe he already turned. Yeah. And so he's like watching them with like anticipation, like, oh, cool. Like the teacher's taking the kids to the flowers. They're telling them to like pick them and take them to your parents. So I felt like
maybe. So here's a theory I just got. So maybe we're not seeing this from day one. You know, like maybe we're like 3 days in. Maybe the teacher is one of them, and maybe the priest is one of them too. Yeah, because like he's like just watching. The fact that he was on the swing really bothered me. I'm just like, what are you doing? Like, go read a Bible or something.
And
like,
then the way the teacher was staring at, what's her face, who picked the flower.
Yeah. She
was just like staring at her, like walking away, and it was like, okay.
Yeah, like I'm convinced that what we're seeing is like we're in the midst of everything, because like even that one news clipping that Matt clipped out, it said like Web's cover the San Francisco area. So I'm assuming that like we might even be like 4 days into this or something like that. We're following their story, of course, so it looks like it's only been a day or two, but like there had to have been some people, because like in the morning, the following morning, Jeff is like taking the trash out to the trash man, but like he had to have been in it from a while, and then Liz talks about how Jeff is like meeting with the nurse and all those people and like secret and stuff like that. So, and that was that same day, I believe. So it must have been, we're just seeing an invasion happen with one unique story. But I think like overall, it must have been some sort of something must have been happening prior to that. That's what I think, at least.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm glad you liked the movie. Sorry that it wasn't a match for you. I'm gonna get better at it. Maybe we'll have you on again to see if we can get you matched with something else. But before we leave, I like to ask all of the guests if they have a movie that they'd like to recommend for me for the first time to watch. Something that you think I'd fall in love with on the first time.
Oh God, I don't. That you would fall in love with?
Yeah, just something that you think I'd like.
Let's see. Watch Christine. Watch
Christine?
that one.
Okay.
I think you would like that one.
You know what? I was at Zia Records, not maybe like earlier this year, and I saw it on the shelf, and I was like, a killer car. It's a
Yeah.
Stephen King book, I
It
believe.
is, yeah. See, if you like Stephen King, like you'll appreciate it.
Yeah.
And then it's like it's like a killer car. How fucking corny. But at the same time, though, it's like the meaning behind it. You know, like there's a storyline to it. Like
Yeah.
the main character, he's like this nerdy kid.
Yeah.
You know, and like it's like character development as like the car gets more menacing. Like
Yeah.
you see like his character change and develop.
Ooh.
Yeah, so like I don't know. I appreciate it. It's not a scary like oh my god, but it's more of like I said like a psychological, I guess you could
Yeah.
say. And there's some moments in there where you're just like, oh okay, like that was kind of weird. Like
Yeah, yeah.
low, like not necessarily scary, but it was like oh, it caught me off guard. Okay,
Exactly.
cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because like my other movies, they're not. I don't know. I think you would like that one.
Okay. I'll watch Christine. I'm not opposed to that. Let me see. I think it's actually might be on HBO Max, and it is. Okay. I'll watch that soon, and then I will give my thoughts on that on our next episode. So appreciate you stopping by to do this with me, because I know you never done a podcast before, so I'm happy that you did it, and I hope you weren't nervous at all, but you did really good. Great. So let's get out of here. Before we go, make sure that you follow me on all the social medias. Go on TikTok at Y2JWHYTWOJAI. And also join the movie club. If you go to those pages, you can click on the link in my bio. That'll take you to my online movie club. It's a Discord movie club. We're watching movies once a week. We're playing for prizes and stuff like that. We got a lot of cool people who love watching and talking movies. So, of course, we'd love for you to join. But this has been episode 9, I believe, of the Movie Matchmaker podcast. I am Jalen Williams. Thank you so much for watching or listening. And we'll see you in the next episode. Peace.